Yo, yo. Here we go. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on here? Spirit Eye Crew in the house. Goo. Yeah.
When the boy cries.
What's up, Steven? Steven.
Please just watch the
Good to
documentary.
see you, bud.
And the link below is free. That's what we're here to discuss. How can you possibly discuss it if you haven't seen it? If you haven't watched it, you're about to get world changed. The whole world, what you think it is, it's not.
Higher. Melted terror. Come on. Judy, hey Judy.
The whole world, what you think it is.
What's up, Ray? Except for Ray. Ray Brutus. As opposed to Ray White.
And the history that they tell you happened here, nothing like it. A bread meltdown, melting all the bottom, the entire bread, like a motherboard.
Look, they had trains going through these buildings like it was butter, like
Turns it
butter.
up too much electrical power. X Factor event.
Not a problemo.
Turns it up too much electrical power.
No problemo, loco.
You can't fucking believe it.
Can't fucking believe it. Boots on the ground. Home inspector of the fucking century. Of the last 3 centuries. Boom. Let's go with the last 3 because that's what is happening. That's what's
Power
going
up
on.
through the buildings started to melt them at the bottom, and they melted into mush.
What's up,
All
Michael?
the mountains everywhere
Dang.
were building.
Appreciate that, man.
Think they're plate tectonics.
Can't fucking believe it. Yeah, you won't even see that cord, man. It's black, jet black. You won't even see that cord. It's like butter. All mountains are melted building. Hashtag all mountains are melted buildings. Hashtag meltology. Hashtag Guide 2.0 meltology documentary. Introduction to meltology. The second documentary is going to be called When the Buildings Cried 2.0 Introduction to Meltology. It'll be the introduction. Meltology is a thing. Geology is not. Geology is not a thing. I debunked it. I solved a huge, major piece of the puzzle here. It's a game changer to your perception. Well, out to the beach, man. Have a good one.
Search it up too much electric. Extractor event.
Closing the work, so it's going to be a
Power
game changer.
extractor event. Search it up too much electrical power to the building.
Can't fucking believe it.
You can't fucking believe it.
So Murphy's Law is back. Towers of the Domes made a Discord channel to hang out. We already got one right here. No, I'm kidding. Brilliant mind, Jerry. Thank you. Again, I can't wait till everybody really realizes how brilliant I was figuring out all this shit. I'm kidding, but it's true. People are gonna finally get it, man. Like the work I did it's fantastic, man. It's a game-changing information, which therefore changes your perception and therefore your behavior. Boom. Right in the face. Speaking of game changer. What do we got? People have no clue how fucking awesome this information is yet. It just won't hit them. I mean, you have to change how you see everything. It forces everybody to change their whole perspective, throw everything away. It's like the dude says back in the day, the wise dude, it's like you must empty your cup so you can fill it up again. You must take all the shit you know, throw that shit away, throw it out. Don't bring it back up anymore ever again here, because we got the real shit. All that shit was bullshit. We got the real shit, meltology. It's a fucking fact. What the fuck? Come on! On my screen. Shown too quickly to be seen. Does not register in the conscious mind. Propaganda of another kind. Fucking with you.
They're fucking with me. Subliminally.
Subliminally.
With me. Subliminally.
Flash your pictures on my screen. Shown too quickly to
Flash your pictures on the screen. Show too quickly to be seen.
Propaganda of another kind.
Propaganda of another kind. Take it down, do it.
Nightmare. That's right. Yes, ready.
Watching TV, I start to cry. For no reason, I don't know why. Could it be planted on my TV?
Which I'm kidding.
Subliminally. They're fucking with me. Subliminally. They're fucking with me. Subliminally.
This is what they want you to see. This is what I would listen to when I skated. Yeah! In the woods. Look. Do you see anything but
Mind
woods?
control, the
Indian
Indian
way.
way.
Sponsored
Sponsored by the CIA.
It's a
It's a weapon you cannot see. It's propaganda subliminally. They're fucking with me subliminally. They're fucking with me subliminally.
I don't know if I'd call it abortion rights. Is it your right to harm anyone? It's not your right to harm anyone, is it? Or anything? But no, yeah, they're calling it freedom. It's everything's upside down and inverted. Thanks, Murphy's Law. Yeah. Yeah, dude, we need that picture on t-shirts. Yeah, what's up, LJIJ? No, LJBLI. Fuck. Yeah, it's a nice tune by Suicidal Tendencies. I had the record since I was 14. Or I did. I don't have the shit. I don't have none of. I'm not a. Oh, my shit got stolen. Sun now on the close circle. Heat is here. Yep, sun's right above. It's higher, but it's not going far away, and it's in its loop, in its circle, in its spiral, and its vortex. Sun vortex is up and down. Up and down, back and forth, up and down the electromagnetic track of the Christmas tree shaped track. The electromagnetic track that the sun is on and it never deviates from. If the retards understood, the sun's not, it's on a track. It goes back and forth. It can't deviate. So what can change, man? They're fucking so dumb here. It's fucking insane. You know, and you know what? All these things, like, what's wrong with these people? Why don't they have the inclination to want to really understand their reality? Meaning, why won't they go out, do the experiments, look around? Is there a curve? Are the stars attached to the dome, and the dome is what really moves? The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Do you get on a boat and next thing you know, you're seasick because you know you're moving. Your body knows you're moving. You throw up, you're moving. You get off the boat, your body knows it's not moving. So what's moving? Nothing can be moving. They're too dumb here. It's insane. I can't help these fucking retards. I'm going to keep the whole show, at least the first one, strictly to meltology. After that, I'll argue with you about everything. I'll destroy you. It's not even debatable. But the first show, if I go on to that awesome show, Kill a Priest, well, it's going to be, it's all meltology. I'm trying to get meltology out. Flat Earth is already out. This stuff is not out. You know, I am the OG of motherfucking meltology. It's nice to be the original at something, although I already was original. Again, folks, when you look around outside, everyone you're looking at is different versions of yourself. I'm not kidding. Look around. So when you treat someone like shit, you're treating yourself like shit. How do you not see that? Everyone around you is different versions of you, yourself. I mean, look at it. All the buildings got ruined. That's why they call them ruins. God damn. Even the retards are smart enough in some areas to call them ruins. No, the summers weren't hotter. They're all the same, dude. You're all fucked up in the head. If anything's different, it's from the chemtrails. Sun doesn't change strength, man. Never does, never has. That's why you have. If it did, you wouldn't have seasons. God damn. God damn, man. You wouldn't have the same 4 seasons every year. Every fucking year. These fuckers in Gold Rush go dig for fucking gold. They plaster mine in fucking Alaska every summer. You don't see them doing that in the winter, dumb fucks. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Nothing's changing, man. Fucking retards. God damn, it's insane. Like I said, all they have to do is go outside and figure all this shit out. You go outside at night, you see the North Pole Star. It never moves. It's there every night. Till the day your retard ass dies. The North Pole Star will be there. And it's fun. It's fun to watch the Big Dipper circle it every night. Circles it every night. That's where you get the swastika symbol from. It's from the old world. Some people knew some things that they might have known an old world was. They were on. You would think some people would have to understand that there are ruins out there. Yeah, everywhere. Look at this shit. Right. I look up, boom, ruins. Oh, it's R2D2ing. Of course it is. Thanks. I'm going to put the fucking phone outside again. Give me a break. Let's see what happens. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to put the phone outside. I'll be right back. But while I do it, I wonder if it'll play this video. No, I got better reception the other day. Yes, the other day, I think. And I had it outside, but I ran out of power. Now I get the power hooked up. Ready to go. Get the old extension cord. Yes, hear you. Okay, thanks. Let's see here. What are the fucking... You got 2 seconds to give me a request. Song request. Or I'm going to pick for you. Infinite live streams. That's Meltology. I got to make a video on that one. They took it down from YouTube. The fucking retards. Nice try. Let's see here. Fuck this world.
This fake world.
Fuck this fake world.
This world.
Game time one. Oreo speed wagon. Which one? The only one. They only have one good song, right? What? Oh, no.
Fake world. This fake world. Let's go. We have no choice. Man, we gotta make it better for everyone somehow.
Nice tune.
When you know the truth, the whole world starts to get a lot more interesting.
Thank you.
But you can understand what you're seeing. But don't worry, we'll get you to the other side. That's where my power is. Let's go. We have no choice.
Nope.
Man, we gotta make it better for everyone somehow. This fake world. This world. This fake world. This world. This fake world. This world. Fuck this world. This fake world. Fuck this world. This fake world. Under the dome. Under the dome. Under the dome.
How's it coming in good? No. You're believing dumb fuck. That's the dumbest I've ever heard in my life.
That's where my power is.
Sun doesn't change you, fucking retard. Stop it. You're in a system, man. You're in a fucking matrix of our minds.
We have no choice.
Sun doesn't know, but it's not a ball playing these space, you fucking retard.
We gotta make it better for everyone somehow.
God damn, you fucking stop.
Let's go.
Hard connection. Stumbling over feathers. You need to. Sounds like a smart ass comment. Me.
Jackie Bob.
God damn. Where this motherfucker come from? That's a fucking great tune right there by Super Freak, Frequency 528. Man, the sun comes to this fucking. This doesn't have a blind here. Don't talk about a sunroof. Shit. Damn, man. It's unfortunate. Agenda. If you have an agenda, folks, you will be blocked. Unless it's an agenda of freedom and truth. Here we go. That's you right there. On the right and on the left too. That's you. That's us.
The game here has to change.
Look at that North Pole star, it never moves. The wheel in the sky above turns, but that dot in the middle
Fucked up.
never moves your whole
Time to
fucking
change it.
life. They won't even go outside. They keep their life. We're too fucking fat and lazy. I'm telling you.
It's time to change it. It's time to change it. The game changer. It's time to change it. The game changer. Pockets of survival. The game changer. Pockets of survival. Mountains are buildings. My discoveries are finally going to be mainstream and well appreciated. Boom. Straight up melted building. Boom. Straight up melted building. Hard evidence that there was highly advanced civilization here is what I found, and that they were wiped out. Wiped out. Wiped out. Probably between as little as 300 to 600 years ago. The game changer. It's time to change it. The game changer. The game changer.
Fucking 90 out. And I wouldn't spit you. You're my
It's time to
favorite
change
turd.
it. The game changer.
Nah. I wouldn't even put
Pockets
600 here
of
anymore, sweetheart.
survival.
You need to put around
The game
300.
changer.
Nah, just say 300. I don't even say the 600 anymore. It's
Time to
too
change
far
it.
away. I have the pictures, recent pictures. It's too old. It's not 600.
The game
I'll
changer.
tell you that right now. More like 300, man.
Pockets of
600 is too
survival.
long. We've got pictures of these fuckers, fucking retards coming in the city in 150 years ago. As little as 150 years ago, we have pictures of them still coming into the city. They ain't even fucking cities yet. Come on. It's not 600. It's too far. I know I used to say that, though. Like I said, I have a lot of corrections to make in the documentary that I know for now. I wasn't quite sure if it's 300 to 600 years. Now I'm pretty sure it's right around, more around 300 plus or minus anything. No, I'm not in a van. Does it look like I'm in a van? I was never in a van, but thanks, Cherish. Hey, what's up? Cherish Brittany. No, I was in the Suburban. Chevy Suburban. Yeah, I mean, I would even put 200 to 300 years ago. That's inaccurate. As far as I'm concerned. Again, I disagree with myself. I used to say 300 to 600 years ago. I disagree. It's more like 300 now. I mean, I wouldn't say 150. It's just too, it's not right. I have pictures of people coming in 150, but you have to give enough time for the growth. That would at least be it'd be a total of 300 years is where I'm at, man. Like he said, it could be 400 years. I mean, it really could. but it really could be as little as 300. I mean, it really could. The evidence looks real brief. 400 might even be, just to be kind, about it, and be, how you call it, extra, put a little extra just to make sure. You could even say 400. I mean, it is still pretty fucking. 400 is no time at all, though. I mean, it is. But these fuckers here, these parasites, man, they don't waste any time, man. They're real efficient with their instrument of the holographic light vessels and the retards in them. Yeah, we got all these pictures of people coming in as little as 150 years ago, folks. This shit just happened, man. It's called evidence. Use your fucking heads. What does it mean? It means this shit just happened, and now they're repopulating. They're just now repopulating. They're just now coming back up, finding these cities, populating them, repopulating them, excuse me, because everything after the X Factor event, everything after the Great Multiplication, I called the New World. And these New World survivors or whatever had to repopulate, grow to where they are now. And this whole time, it seems, ever since this event, there clearly is these etheric parasites controlling the retard, the weak-minded, who are lured in by glamour and fame and riches and shit like that. But they have to make this world a hell if they're going to get them. They have to make this world a hell so these parasites can eat. Otherwise, they won't get in none of this shit. Yeah, so like I said, it's not a belief, it's not a theory, it's a fucking fact that all the evidence points to the fact that there was a highly advanced civilization living here, a modern day world for thousands of years, and they just got wiped out around 300 years ago by some event. And in this event, all the buildings connected to the ground below, ground is an electrical fucking term. I was electrician in the Navy. It's an electrical term. Okay? Ground. And so what happened is all these buildings got electrocuted, like over electrocuted. All the buildings got electrocuted. Like insane. And electricity has a byproduct of heat. It gets hot. Conductors will get hot even. I've been shocked by fucking 460 volt on an aircraft carrier. Bam, I wasn't even close to the motherfucking thing. Fucking unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable, the power. It's like getting hit by a Mack truck. It's like getting hit by a Mack truck. Yeah, it's all electric here, folks. Electromagnetic. North, south, positive, negative, masculine, feminine. The world here is generated. It's all made up. It's an illusion. None of this shit really exists apart from our collective imagination. It's an illusion. Now, it was an illusion. Now it's a deception. Okay? It was an illusion. Now it's a deception. You see how that changed? Call this place the Great Deception. Hologram of deception is already what James from Wingmakers was calling it. And so all the evidence points to the fact that around 300 years ago, maybe 4, could be 400, maybe I was right, 3 to 6. Judy, I could still be right. Sometimes I get freaked out because, damn, these fuckers are just coming in. I'm just like, wow. Like, and they, you know, these fucking parasites move fast. So what happened is when all the buildings got over electrocuted, they melted, and all the water that was in their waterways and designated areas immediately rushed up into the atmosphere above. It was immediately. Temperature dictates states of matter. And so when you get this heat, it'll turn all that water into a gas instantaneously. And it'll, once that electricity that was coming through the building stopped, an instantaneous cooling effect occurred. And water could have just dumped. I mean, not even just rain steady, just dumped and fucking killed these motherfuckers. If there was any survivors. Cooled off all the melting. And yeah. Yeah, all Academy gets debunked with this, Melted Seraph. Exactly right. Yeah. It debunks all this ancient, there was ancient this and that. No. The only thing ancient is to the old world, because they've been around for thousands of years. To the new world, ain't nothing ancient. 300 years old, max. 600 max. Max. The New World Order has no history. The New World has no history. You're talking 300 to 600 years. I'll even say it just in case. I'll say it again. You're talking maximum 300 to 600 years of history that the New World Order has, that the New World survivors have. They're the like fucking retard cavemen that had to start over. That's your cavemen. Some areas they're completely had to start over, while other pockets of survival from the old world completely bleeded through. That's why they had to get rid of all the steam engine fucking cars and Tesla's electric car that ran for 5 fucking years before you had to change the batteries in it. No gas. 5 years of driving. No gas. No fucking carbon monoxide. Nothing wrong with carbon dioxide. Carbon. But carbon monoxide to kill a motherfucker. Quick, too. Especially if you got the garage door closed and shit. But, yeah, so all that water, boom, come back down. And cooled right back off, all the hot steam. You probably get more steam and then back up again, up and back and up and back. You can imagine this happening until it gets cold enough to stop. Whatever, you know. In some areas it would fall on the hot, you know, melted buildings and immediately steam right back up again and come back down. Again, they had steam engines everywhere because you have trees that die in these designated forests and in the landscape all over the world too. And you need somewhere to put this fucking debris, this old rotting wood. You burn it in a fucking steam engine and use the power for fucking free. It's the cleanest fucking energy ever. What's up? Shout out to 405 or Soul Survivor. Shout out to all of you guys. So you have that. Let me explain something, folks. When you take a dome glass and put it to a flat surface, and then take a pencil and trace the edge of the dome. You have a dome that comes down. The bottom is going to be round, like a glass. The bottom here is round. Flat, but round. It goes up into a dome. All the buildings that on the side that they call Antarctica, they call it land. All that shit, it's not ice. It's crystallized building. It's not an ice wall. It's crystal wall. It's crazy. Yeah, no doubt, guys. Yeah, I mean, even burning coal is super fucking clean. I mean, they're so dumb, it's insane. Everything here is a system, man. It's all you can't fuck it up. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, they did, believe it or not, they did though. It's crazy. Set, neg, set neg. What's up? Yeah, man. We had the buildings turned into crystal. Fucking people turned into crystal. This place that shows that this place, man. It's fake. You should know this anyway. It's not real. It's an illusion. Apart from our collective consciousness, it does exist in our mind. In our imagination, this place exists. Temporarily, until we imagine something else together. A better world, hopefully. So some negative parasitic side to ourselves in the hologram, probably a hologram graphic generated thing to create probably drama now. Who knows? I don't know. Fuckers here, man. I guess they're that. Can't be that bored, can you? Yeah, being electrocuted, yeah. Yeah, so all this electricity coming up these sure electrocuted the people as well. I mean, there's no way they could handle that amount of energy. Not to mention the heat. You're talking it generating thousands of degrees by the way these buildings melted them. Wow, the damage I've seen is fucking wow, man. Yeah, I'm out of the truck, folks. I've graduated. I'm moving up in the world. I've moved up. I don't see how I could go any higher. I'm loving this. Yeah, and then these fuckers moved into the castles, melted buildings, declared themselves kings and queens, and it rolled over. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Because it looks like they might have had kings and queens in the old world, but it wasn't like a ruling thing. It was like a fucking... I don't know. They had shit going on, that we don't know. We just don't know. It's nothing big, and it's simple. It's not a big deal. Thanks, Dangerous Discourse. Yeah, yeah, I gotta grab some fucking coffee. What about you? Grab some coffee, folks. Or tea. Or better yet, juice. Some juices. But and smoke them if you got them. Dab them if you got them. Even shatters considered dabs. It's just not that nice, buttery, viscous. It's easy. Shatters, literally. Fucking shatters everywhere. Except not this one. Anyway. But yeah, and that crummy shit I don't like. I like the butter. When I have dabs. The butter. It's like butter. Shout out to Darius back in Colorado, brother. Love you. Miss you. Hope you're doing well, man. He said his bees are making so much honey, he can't keep up. Doesn't sound like a problem to me. There is no Tartaria, dude. Tartaria is a new world order, not order, but a new world concept. Okay? It's just like there was no British Empire, there was no colonials, there was no fucking Roman Empire, there was no fucking Aztecs, Mayans, all these fucking retards. None of them existed apart from the new world coming in and finding this shit from the old world. The Egyptians did not build the pyramids. The Egyptians are the people who survived the event. The old world is the old world, and after the event, everyone else is the new world. 300 years ago, boom, everybody who survived is the new world. It's not a place. And oh, don't get me wrong, I love Shatter. My only problem is I hate to waste it. Spill it. I don't like to spill or the crumbs. I don't like to waste it. It's good though. Don't get it twisted. Hold on, let me explain something. Let me explain something. The Egyptians, they didn't build the pyramids. Pyramids are from the old world, right? So the Egyptians are the new world survivor retards that happen to live in that area of melted buildings that they now call that area Egypt. None of the retards built the pyramids. Why aren't they building them? If they built the pyramids, why did they stop? If the retards from the New World built all the red bricks buildings, why did they stop? The people that built them are gone. They're dead. That's why they stopped. That's why there's no more pyramids anywhere. All the different areas. Again, shut up. What, Sodom and Gomorrah? What are you, fucking retarded, dude? You're about to get blocked. I don't want to hear such idiocy. Again, that's all nonsense, dude. That's a new world order fucking story for the fucking sheeptards. God, I don't know. Hey, folks, if you see a map and it's got a mountain on it, what does that tell you? It's a map made after the buildings got melted. It's a map made after the buildings got melted around 300 to 600 years ago. I'm sticking with Judy, with the duck. Yeah, I know. You can tell the difference from the new and old. Don't be ridiculous. And again, it's like in these areas, like if what else was I thinking of? I was going to say besides the pyramids of Egypt, the Egyptians didn't build other areas of the world where these retards take credit for it. Like the Great Wall of China, it has nothing to do with China. Didn't build it. Okay, it's buildings from the old world. Again, in the old world, they have buildings that were you could travel the whole world in buildings with a little fucking car, small car, horse wagon, on a building. They were connected at like roads on top of the building. There was a road system on top of buildings. The buildings were connected, and in between them too. They had trains going all in between them, folks. Trains. Like right now, I can show you this fantastic climbing documentary. Okay, all right, that's it. You fucking retard. Shut up. What does it matter about all that? What? Man. Again, they just regurgitate programming agenda. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people. Again, there were... Yeah, thank you, IJB, LJB. This is my point I was going to make. Thank you for saying Aztecs. I hope you're not getting it wrong. Okay, now check it out. You nailed it. In the same way that the Egyptians which are just the new world survivor retards that happen to live on the melted buildings they call Egypt. Well, the Aztecs and Mayans are the ones that happen to be living on the area over there in South America that they getting credit for when they didn't build the shit. Or why don't they build more temples? Temples, gaga goo goo. Weren't they building more temples then? You know what I mean? It's like they give the New World survivor retards that live in that area of melted buildings called Egypt, South America, and they get the credit for what the old world order fucking built, right? It's what's going on. There was never an Ottoman Empire. There was no empires. It was an old world modern day society. There was no empire. It was all diverse. It was the Electric City. It was like, it had designated waterways, designated. It was eye candy, man. I mean, it looks like they had levitation cities looking down, and they made it look pretty for those above to see from above. They made the ground when you look down to look like eye candy. All the railroads connected. I mean, it was like just perfection. It was like the perfect amusement park. I mean, that's what it was. It was like the perfect setup amusement park to the T. If you were to have heaven on earth again right now, you would have to call it 2.0 because we already had heaven on earth. I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, that's it. The only ones that existed is the survivors there that get credit for it. They weren't Mayans or Aztecs. It's from the old world. Fucking retards, man. It's so dumb here. It's insane. They can't break out of their spells. And we're going to go over that right now. Oh, I should have. We're going to go over something right now. I know I played a song earlier called Subliminal. But is it real? Is it a thing? Well, I'm going to show you. I hope this works. Check out True Stream Media, Melissa and Aaron Dykes. Again, they're globetards. Again, not everybody's awake on everything, but it doesn't mean they can't be useful and helpful, and they're still part of the family. So check it out. The media experimented with television hypnosis back in 1946. And MK Ultra stands for Manufacturing Killers. Killers. That's what they did. They made killers with hypnosis. Watch. Gander. Take a gander. Let me make sure this shit's working. Okay, it looks like it is. All right. Or wait. Oh, shit. Wait. Take it higher. There we go.
So, this is not the next video I was planning to do, but I came across this and I just felt the need to share. Somebody shared this ad on Twitter, and it says, hypnotize with any TV set, first evening or money back. Television repairman's accidental discovery makes anyone a hypnotist right away. Secret method uses ordinary TV set. No electronic knowledge needed. No prior hypnotic training needed. Blah, blah, blah. And when I saw this, immediately I was like, well, that's probably real. And then, obviously, the more skeptical, logical part of myself took over and said, you should probably verify that that's not pop art or some other made-up thing. And so I went to the newspaper archives.
They're good. She's good.
To try to find this ad. And I started my search in the 40s when TV first became a thing, and kind of set the search to the 40s and 50s to start. And I did not find this ad anywhere, although I did find it. It actually came out of a comic book. So there you go. It came out of a comic book, but not even the point. Because what I did find instead was this, and versions of this article all over December 1946, talking about how BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, the government-owned BBC, was going to bar television hypnosis because it was too effective. And this was all over papers all over the country in around December 20th and 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It was talked about for a good week in 1946. So the ad I couldn't find, but this I did. And I just want to show this to you. So apparently the BBC announced that it had so successfully experimented with hypnotism by television that the feat would not be tried on a general broadcast. The experiment was carried out on a closed circuit, not publicly televised this week by Peter Casson. That's the guy that got to do the hypnotism. In the first test, because there was more than one, a dozen volunteers from the BBC staff subjected themselves to the hypnotist, and 5 of them went into a hypnotic sleep. In the second test, Casson made a direct attempt to hypnotize 6 persons watching the screen in a darkened room, and 4 of them went to sleep. And in the fashion of the day, this is an AP article, but it was reprinted everywhere, and different headlines everywhere, and different little factoids were left in and out. So this is a truncated, tiny version of this article from the St. Louis Star and Times. This is from the Lewiston Daily Sun. BBC finds hypnosis by television works. Test puts staff member in trance. Shudder at possibilities. And they go through the same basic information, but they give a little bit more. They say, 1 member of the cheerful dozen of the staff who assembled to see if they could be put to sleep by television over a private wire suddenly snoozed and dented his chest with his chin. Another yawned and went into the same sort of trance. A third looked hard at the television screen, but before anyone could prop him up, he sank limply into dreamland. So did 2.
Dreamland.
And the scary possibilities of the thing shook the government established BBC. Really, it was then that they were like, oh, you know what? This is maybe not a good thing. I mean, why do you think they tried it in the first place? Come on. My goodness, said an official, if you could hypnotize people by television, think of what would happen if everybody had a television set, as everybody will shortly. And a Hitler sort of fellow started working on them all. He refreshed himself from a decanter and said, brr, and made it clear that he must not be quoted by name. I mean, he explained that if you could somehow get control of a nation's television transmitter, you could put everybody to sleep and just walk in, and why the atom bomb would be years behind the times as a secret weapon. It's very dramatic. At least it's written very dramatically. Hitler seemed to do it without television, but suppose some other country, M-. Seriously, though, he said, because of the success of this experiment, BBC was afraid of the consequences of hypnotizing viewers who might not have anyone at hand to wake them up. Because it goes on to talk about how this Casson guy, the hypnotist, he had to wake some of these people up personally because they would not be roused by other people.
Walking, eating, driving, or engaging in other activities while asleep without remembering it the next day have been reported. Abnormal behaviors may include aggressiveness, agitation, hallucinations, or confusion.
Here's another version of the article out of the Muncie Evening Press. Several watching television made hypnosis victims. The BBC announced they experimented with television. This one has another interesting point, that one person in a party watching a television screen in a darkened room across the corridor also fell under the hypnotic influence, although Mr. Casson was not then addressing the viewing audience. So whatever was going on with these TVs in this test, it had such an effect that somebody was watching it across the hall and went into a hypnotic state without Mr. Casson even talking. And then they say because of the success of this experiment and the danger of hypnotizing viewers who might not have anyone to wake them up, it's now been decided that the television broadcast would not be advisable. This is out of The Guardian, December 21st, 1946. It says, the BBC, it appears, has decided not to put hypnotism into its television program. I mean, it makes it sound like they were sitting around going, well, what are we going to do with this new TV that everyone's about to have? Well, what do you think about hypnosis, guys? Like, it just sounds like that was the whole idea. Like, that's why it was created. I mean, This was one of the first things they tried. And by the way, before I finish showing you these other articles, really quick, I just want to point out, this is an article called The History of Television. It comes from Grolier Encyclopedia, and it's up on nyu.edu website. And it notes here that before 1947, the number of U.S. homes with television sets could be measured in the thousands. So that's hardly anybody. That's just your very early adopters of this technology, and I guess the people who could afford it. I have not looked up how much televisions cost at the time, but not very many people had a TV before 1947. And in fact, this article goes on to say full-scale commercial television broadcasting did not begin in the United States until 1947. So in 1946, hardly anyone had a television. And that is when they were doing these experiments. So this version of the article goes on to say that the experiments were too successful. And it says, before anybody gaily protests that BBC officers are notoriously half asleep already, or complains that its television staff must be so overworked that it drops off in the slightest provocation, let it be agreed that drowsiness is easily fostered by the effect of a rhythmic pattern on the eye. Even a windscreen wiper will do it, as drivers of motor cars know to their annoyance. Add a readiness to relax in the soothing voice of the hypnotist, and the rest is a recognized psychological process. Just how far the instructions of the hypnotist can then influence the dreamer or sleeper depends on the degree of hypnosis and the receptivity of the subject. It would certainly be well not to introduce such experiments into a television program. In the first place, it's no part of the BBC's business to send its customers to sleep.
You think?
In the second, it would almost certainly be accused by someone of having seized the chance to pour the leprous distillment of communism or fascism into the helpless
Communists.
here. So
The commies.
everybody was thinking
Fucking
about
commies.
the power of this technology and what it could do. And this comes out of the Sioux City Journal. It's their version of it, but they follow it up with a danger admitted here in the U.S. They follow it up by saying the National Broadcasting Company's television vice president, John F. Royal, agreed Friday with British experimenters that hypnotism by television would be dangerous, and said the network would keep off the air any performer who might exert undue influence by hypnotic means. Many well-known hypnotists, he said, have offered their services to television, but all such offers have been turned down. Television's ability to capture the attention of its audience.
Yeah, right
is so
after
strong
World War
that literal
II,
hypnotism
television.
could be potentially a very dangerous and risky thing, Royal said. And following the publication of this, you had newspapers all over the place making jokes about how, shucks, millions of people are already hypnotized by radio.
It's a big fucking joke, ain't it? Ha, ha, ha.
Commercials. Ha ha, so funny.
It's so funny.
And I also wanted to point out that some of them referred to it as hypnotized by radio, even though, like this headline from the Examiner says hypnotized by radio and then says hypnotism by television has been tried on a closed circuit, blah, blah, blah. So then I started to wonder how many other articles of this were put up that were about being hypnotized by radio that were under this same headline to see if there was.
Well, they
any further
decided it was too
information.
dangerous. They're
And what
never
came
going
up
to use
with
it.
actually
Gaga Google.
was that in 1927, they were putting on hypnotic
Got a
radio
bridge to
shows
sell you.
to see what would happen with hypnotism over actual radio. So here's an appearance by a mystic named Vishnu, and Zenith Radio is promoting it. They're going to have a live hypnotism show at the Capitol Theater, and this was January 18th, 1927. And the next day, January 19th, they reported in the Miami Tribune, Vishnu is successful. She's awake. The famous mystic completed his conquest of putting this woman to sleep for 24 hours, and then used the radio to wake her up from the roof of this theater.
That's fucked
While
up.
hundreds of people crowded around to see if it would work.
That's fucked up.
A couple of months later, in
God
March,
damn. She didn't even know what happened.
and this is out of the Daily Herald,
What in the hell?
they announced that they were going to try radio hypnosis as an experiment. Professor will attempt to control 3 subjects in separate points over radio tonight. And this was out of Boston. The practicability of mesmerism by radio is to be decided here tonight. Professor Gerald Fitzgibbon will go on the air promptly at 6 o'clock over Westinghouse stations WBZ and WBZA.
In the case of WBZ Boston, the radio beams are focused inland as well as up and down the coastline to prevent much of its power being lost at sea.
The launch efforts will be directed at 3 subjects, 2
Fucking-
in Boston
fucking-
and 1 in
It's
Springfield.
fucking crazy.
There's the possibility, station officials said, that others may come under the hypnotic sway. It says within 2 minutes, the 3 will be in a mesmeric state. Professor
Damn.
predicted they will be made to laugh, cry, enter a state of catalepsy, permit 2 full-grown men to stand on their rigid bodies, and then
Come on.
to write surrender. They will return to a normal condition, commanded to write surrender. which is
Frightening. Wait till you hear this.
then they will
Coming up.
return to a normal condition and find that their left arms, which will have been paralyzed through post-hypnotic suggestion, will function normally again. This came out the next day on March 10th, 1927. Hypnotism by radio tried. Apparently successful test is reported from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Sure.
Subjects respond to commands. An apparently successful experiment in hypnosis by radio was reported from Springfield last night. While psychiatrists observing the effects of the same experiment on 2 men here express themselves as unconvinced of its genuineness. But there's this picture.
Whoa,
this
whoa,
one-
whoa, 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 whoa. Check this shit out. Professor Gerald Fitzgibbons of Springfield attempted to hypnotize his subjects from station WBZ in that city, ordering them to clasp their hands so tightly that they could not be pulled apart, making them laugh at an amusing dream, making them think they were in the South and that mosquitoes were bothering them, making their right arm. Man, I mean, folks, all right, I know they already said.
genuineness. But there's this picture. This one was published March 11th in the Buffalo Evening News.
Oh, shit. But hey,
There's this
but
pic-
wait, I mean, I have personally seen, when I was going to, before I graduated, UCF, University of Central Florida, in the gym or somewhere, where the fuck it was, they had a hypnotic show, and me and my friends went. One of my friends actually went up there and got hypnotized. They had him doing the craziest shit. My friend was one of them. He was hypnotized as fuck.
Picture of the experiment, and these are the guys here. And
They had him
it
doing
says,
barking like a
"An
fucking
experiment
dog.
in hypnosis by radio
It's
is
fucking
conducted
crazy,
in
man.
Boston and Springfield, in the presence of newspaper men and 2 leading Boston psychiatrists with interesting results. 2 men, William Hall and Guy Marshall, received hypnotic influences over the loudspeaker from Springfield, 100 miles from Boston. To all outward appearances, both men were completely under the influence of the radio voice and performed various operations under the direction of Professor
God damn.
Gerald M.P. Fitzgibbons, 100
Damn.
miles away. Here we see the doctors inserting sterilized needles into the arms of the men
Fuck.
who showed not the slightest pain
Ah.
during the experiment. Ugh,
I know.
yuck. While it was being debated in the scientific community whether or not this radio hypnosis was really successful or not, a week
Oh, yeah,
later,
look at
it was
him.
reported
Fucking-
in the Morning
look.
Herald on March.
Look at him right there, fucking with everybody. Back in the 40s. It was way before that even. Look, in the 40s, look what they're doing to these fucking retards.
Be successful or not.
My parents.
A week later, it was reported in the Morning Herald on March 19th, 1927.
Actually, that's right when they were born, really. So,
Then a
probably.
man named Lorenzo McCoy, a building contractor of Red Lion in York, Pennsylvania, said that he was mesmerized by means of radio last Friday night when he followed carefully the instructions of a Professor Fitzgibbon
Wow.
of Springfield, Massachusetts,
Mesmerized.
and claimed that he could not separate his hands. which
Damn!
was
Can't
together
separate
with the
his
direction of the
hands.
man at
Fuck!
Springfield, until
Come
a
on.
voice coming over the radio released his hands. It says his son, a husky youth, tried to pull his father's hands apart but could not do so.
Until a command from the radio released the retards. Look how controlled these vessels can be. Like butter, like nothing.
McCoy says he is thankful that broadcasting conditions were good and that he heard distinctly the command to separate his hands. I guess what he's saying is if somehow the radio had gone out or the signal went funky, he might have still had his hands clasped.
Yeah!
for
Done!
however
You're
long,
done!
Since there would be no way
Who knows how long?
to
I wonder.
access the command
I
of the
fucking would like to
hypnotist
know.
in his hands.
No, I wouldn't.
So that was being reported. And I looked a little bit further, because this now became a rabbit hole. I looked a little bit further into this Professor Fitzgibbons.
Rabbit hole free faller.
And they're talking about a man named Gerald Fitzgibbon, who, by the point of the BBC experiments in 46 and 47, he was going under the name Professor Whiz and being hired by
I gotta take a
corporations
wizard.
like Phillips Petroleum to do hypnosis to auditoriums of 1,000 people who would guest
I saw
the
one.
Petroleum Corporation, and amusing bankers at
Amusing
the American
bankers.
Institute of
Coo-coo-coo.
Banking.
Dumber dog shit.
So he was being hired by
God, they're dumb here.
corporations and institutions to go around and hypnotize large groups of people at the same time that BBC is doing these experiments on television. And at that point, I was like, why not? So I tried to look this guy up in the declassified CIA documents. I didn't see anything
What?
specifically related to him. But what I did find is that in January 1980, you had ex-CIA hypnotherapist
Sheesh.
Dr. Milton Klein, who was a consultant to the CIA's super secret behavior modification project Bluebird, which is the precursor to MK Ultra. Back in 1950, they were using things like polygraphs, drugs, and hypnotism to try and attain results in interrogation techniques. So he was part of that. He was coming out in January 1980 warning about regulating and limiting hypnosis to health professionals and saying that one of the goals of these experiments to create a hypnotized, remote-controlled assassin was entirely possible. And
Damn.
he denied knowledge of any terminal experiments that would have tested these theories. So he's talking about Manchurian candidates. And he's saying, even 30 years later, in 1980,
It can be
it's
done.
completely possible to do that.
Not everybody,
Says
but it
Klein
can be
claims that
done.
Given the proper subject and circumstances, using hypnosis, he can produce a killer in
It can be
3 to 6
done.
weeks. And that it cannot be done by everyone. It cannot be done consistently, but it can be done.
Bam.
And then, in an eerie set of events,
Lennon killing
That same
fucking what's
year.
his name?
in December,
Dude,
the
that was
same
all
hypnotist, Dr. Milton Klein, was hired as an expert by the
The
defense
Beatles.
in Mark David Chapman's trial for allegedly firing 5 shots into John Lennon.
Yeah, John Lennon into John Lennon.
So he was
And,
hired as an expert on hypnotism.
That's the dude there that was
to try to
hypnotized or
prove that Mark
manufactured.
David Chapman was temporarily insane when he shot John Lennon. The same year that he's giving an interview where he's warning that Manchurian candidates are totally a possible thing. So that was really creepy to stumble upon.
Wow. But I digress.
Hypnotism by radio was also experimented with, and also apparently with success, back in 1927.
God damn.
So it's not really a surprise that
Damn.
they would do it with the television as soon as they got a television. That would be the thing. And this article came out in the
Whew.
Birmingham News on December.
wonder these
24th,
retards are so dumb.
1926. Hypnotism via television now proved fact. It says that professional hypnotists in this
Via
state are
television.
interested, but not
Now
at all
proven
surprised at the
fact.
success of hypnotism by television is carried out by a British hypnotist in a recent
Proven
experiment
fact.
conducted by the British Broadcasting Corporation. It seems, according to a news dispatch from London, the English specialist pre-tested his program
I don't
before
know
a
how to
committee of 6
spell
judges at
fucking
BBC
retards.
television headquarters at the Alexandria Palace. Peter Casson fixed his staring eye on the lens of a television camera and suggested smoothingly that all looking go to sleep. All woke up when shaken vigorously. There's nothing at all unusual about this, said Dr. Thomas L. Garrett, president of the Garrett Foundation for Psychological Research, which has done valuable work
Yeah.
in restoring World War II victims of battle fatigue by hypnotic suggestion. Hypnotists in this country, myself included, have been practicing hypnosis over the telephone for 25 years. It should be even easier by television.
Yes.
And then they go on to say, like many other
True.
articles have gone on to say, that this cannot be done against your will. You have to be a willing participant for this to work.
I don't think so.
But I mean, if
That's
people
just
are
what
willing
somebody's
to sit
saying.
down to watch television, doesn't that mean you're a willing participant? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Right?
I think the point of this is really just to show that television was not even a thing yet that was widely had by the majority of the population. And one of the first things they were doing with it was to see how effectively it could be used to hypnotize people.
Wow.
And thinking about all of the possibilities of that
Fucking
technology
size of that thing.
being used in that way.
I remember
And
that shit.
just for the record, here's this Hypnotize with Any TV Set ad. It's up on Wikipedia Commons, and it states down here that it comes from The Amazing Spider-Man, which was published in 1973. So, and we've talked about this before on this channel over the years.
That's Melissa and Aaron.
Flicker rates and alpha states and what happens to your subconscious mind. Adds up.
Flashing pictures on my screen, shown too quickly to be seen, does not register in the conscious mind. Propaganda of another kind.
With this video, recently I was looking through some congressional subcommittees.
There it is right here, flashing pictures, look. Shown too quickly to be seen. Oh, say, can you see? Obey government.
And apparently they held one on subliminal communication technology, which was held in the year 1984 of all years, and put into the record a Southern California
George
law
Orwell.
review document that mentioned several very interesting points. First, it notes that according to previously classified documents, the CIA was testing subliminal manipulation in movie theaters during the late 50s.
God!
And in a
Oh,
document-
and dude, they were gassing the retards without their consent, like we're doing now with the chemtrails. Here, they're this is why you don't really want to go out to public things too much, because boom, you're subjected to their experimentation, right? You really want to be subjected to their experimentation? What the fuck are the new theaters doing now? Fuck, are these fuckers even coming out real? I'm kidding, relax.
Studies
Don't
speculate
get crazy.
that subliminal projection can be utilized in such a way as to feature a visual suggestion such as obeyed, deleted. And so I'm not really just going to go back over all the things that I've already said, but they did a lot of experiments in the years after that.
Yikes, no blinking or nothing. Gotta blink? Oh, yeah?
Advertisements and
wise
other
guy.
things
Wise guy.
to see what the effects would be on people. That's all ground that's been covered. But I came across this article up on Psych Mechanics from last year, how TV influences your mind through hypnosis. And I just think some of the things the guy said are probably a good way to finish this video. He talks about, would I be exaggerating if I say that a part of your behavior and personality is shaped by the things that you see on the TV screen, on the screen? Definitely not. It's naive to think that television is a harmless pastime activity that doesn't affect your psyche in any way. Every thinking person knows that anything you expose your mind to affects it. Your psyche is continually being shaped by all kinds of information that you receive from your environment, and that includes television, which he calls one of the most effective hypnotic tools out there, that can have a huge influence on the way people think and the beliefs they hold.
Short of injecting you with
and
some
that your
fucking
subconscious
shit.
mind, which carries all your memories and beliefs and makes you who you are, is directly programmed by watching television. Like I said, we've talked about this before, but your brain can only be surprised by information one time. So if you watch something on TV, that's the one time. That's the one time that information.
Yeah, that'll really stop a
mind and it's been,
fucking nuke if they existed.
quote unquote programmed there. I mean, that's what it is. You're not going to be shocked by that a second.
Again,
time.
all this, look at
They've done
this
studies
fake
of
ass
ads, and they
shit.
found that they really don't need to show you things repetitively. They really only need to show it
Fake
to you
as
once.
shit. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Yeah, what happened? Guess what? A new challenge. It's like a fucking adventure up in here. The next new challenge is the fucking phone overheated. So what does that do? It automatically shuts off the hotspot that it sends to the laptop that I use. The Wi-Fi. Oh, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Just. Ugh. All right, whatever. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. It's always a new challenge. It's not the the internet's not working well. And then when I get that work, I got it outside and out back. I get that working. It's fine. Then I run out of power. Then the next thing you know, the thing overheats now. So I got to fucking put it in the shade or some shit. I mean, I had it kind of with a cloth over it so the sun didn't hit it directly, but I got to find more shade maybe around there. I don't know. It's always a new challenge with this shit. Got to get that fucking Wi-Fi landline. Then we could go pro. Yeah, people don't understand. Yeah, it's amazing because you have to be in a container. That's how you have pressure systems. And when you look at the propane tanks, it's a physical barrier required to hold gas, vapor gas. The reason you have pressure systems, high pressure systems, low pressure systems in the weather is because it's pressing against something. You have to be in a container. Think about when your gas leaks out of your fucking propane tank. Think about it when it leaks out. What's containing that gas? You have to have a container. Be a container. You see the container that we're at. The top comes down in a circle, and it's a container. That's how you have pressure systems because it's pressing against the container. Yeah, I remember when I first met DZ Machine there, him and his brothers, man. They were fucking destroy me in chess, even when they were just little fucking toddlers. And I knew him that long. They were fucking good, dude. They would destroy me, and he still kills me in chess, but he's up there, man. He's good. He's sat down over the table 21-37 at least. Not FIDE, but National Master shit, USCF. Shit, even I had a USCF rating there for a little bit. I beat a fucking 1900 over the table. Upset. They thought the dude was going crazy. They thought the dude lost it. I had a streak where I really was just playing good. Then I got destroyed by some retard. And everybody destroyed the guy for losing to me. Once in a while you get a streak where you get in the zone and you could just play chess. These little tiny streaks. But yeah. Plus I want to make him look good too, so you know. I can't be destroying him. I'll take the hit. So he looks good. That's the truth. I'm just kidding. I can't be winning any games, dude. But he did destroy me though. But I haven't been at that time. I wasn't really in a zone kind of. I wasn't playing. I could play much better when I get in like a zone and I'm playing a few days in a row or some shit. That's when I start playing good. Chess is definitely a tough game. Frustrating as shit, man. Man, I've lost to some people that I shouldn't lose to, and you want to fucking kill them. Yeah, hopefully the phone won't overheat this right now. Hopefully the signal will stay good. Hopefully it'll... So many things with this thing. So what? I don't know if I can. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure it. I'm all discombobulated. Oh, yeah, by the way. Oh, yeah, let me show you this real quick. By the way, marked safe from believing. Belief is the enemy of knowing. Believing that thousands of cows just randomly die from the heat and all at once, but no other animals died. The cats seemed to, the dogs, cats, raccoon, fucking rabbits, whatever the fuck, birds, fish, none of those fucking things died. Just the cows couldn't handle the heat. Just the cows couldn't handle the heat. Look at all their fucking... And if you see the corpses, look at the corpses. Look at the way they died. All their legs are stiff. All their legs are stiff. And it doesn't look just like metamorph. It looks like none of them look natural. It's like sticking out like a fucking table. Stick them up like a table. Again, all these cats, they think you're a fucking retard that they died from heat, while no other animals in the world died from this shit except these cows. That's how they treat your fucking ass. That's how they fucking treat us. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, dude. These fucking retards, man. I have to listen to these chess commentators sometimes because I like to see what these top players are playing. Sometimes curious what their moves they make. If you watch the best, you play the best. And they're so dumb. I mean, you got Judith Polgar, who's literally a fucking legend, right? She's played Bobby Fischer. She goes way back, man. I mean, probably the best woman ever to play chess, maybe. And then totally fucking like, oh, I would just not even have the chess tournament event at all just to be safe. Never seen one person die, man. A legend in chess. In life, reality, dumber than dog shit. Dumber than dog shit. You can't make it up. Love her to death. Dumber than dog shit. These retards watch TV. They buy it. After the TV's been caught lying for decades, they literally, in 1974, in open court, literally the CIA tells you, Mockingbird Media, Project Mockingbird, they literally tell you that they plant fake news to manipulate the behavior of the world, of the public, including domestic, their own people. If they're doing that in 74 and admitting it in open court, what do you think they're doing now, you fucking retards? By the way, everything's owned by BlackRock, Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street in that order, with no shares owned as far as shares are concerned. So there's no competition. It's all a monopoly. You have to be a fucking retard not to see this shit. It's been a monopoly, man. Ooh. And then they fucking act like they didn't program a computer. There's this fucking the black owner, the CEO of fucking BlackRock came up with a computer program that does investing for you. He didn't do shit, man. You think fucking Elon Musk did anything? You think what's his name in Facebook? Zuckerberg, you think he invented anything? You think Bill Gates did anything? These are all family member fronts, man. They're all in the family. Used by the CIA, man. This shit's easy. None of these retards ever did. Elon Musk is literally a name from a science fiction book that Werner von Braun wrote in the 50s. The Nazi that was brought over in the paperclip program that created rockets. So they were using these rockets to bomb the fuck out of the people and terrorize them in London, all over. It's crazy. It's just ridiculous, this place. It's all one huge, coordinated agenda. It's amazing how you can see they're so dumb and retarded, but this coordination of enslaving the world, they're absolutely the opposite. It just doesn't fit. So they're completely getting all this info from these fucking etheric parasites that are possessing them. Completely possessed and controlled, manipulated. At the top, their whole families are all infested. Major infestations of these shits. Yeah, he is a chess star, though. He's good. Fucking good. His dad was over 2,400 USCF. That's no joke. Considered a life master. He could fall and hit his head and go full retard, and they would still call him a master. Yeah, he's not a regular master. He's a life master or some shit. I don't know what that means. Oh, he played so many fucking games. He's got so many games over the board. Nah, I don't feel like going into that. Okay, I played that. I have not played that in a while.
I call it balloon rock.
Hello.
It expands. It tries to expand out. It does. And that's what happens. Outward and blow it out like a balloon.
I don't know why they don't see the damage.
Expansion. The name of the song, Expansion.
They'll never understand this. They're too dumb. The biggest joke on mankind. You understand? We have the Red Brick Building and all this brick. I don't know why they don't see the damage. They'll never understand this. It's too dumb. Dumb.
Big door. Big gun. Big buck. Big windows.
I call it boiling rock.
25-footer. I've been a lot of big doors like that and built building for it.
That's what happened.
They're building that many buildings for him.
He expands. Why does he expand? Out. He does. And then he started to expand outward and blow it out like a balloon. Going from the old world. In the old world, everything made sense.
It got hot. It got electrocuted hot. Electrified.
Clearly from the old world.
Electrified. It got electrified.
In the old world, everything made
Attention! Damage comes up again. Stop. Look what happened to the brick. Look at it. Jack.
in the old world.
It's Jack. Fucking Jack. The color of electricity. Red chip, blue chip. Violet. And don't forget.
Everything made sense.
Oh yeah. Dude, that is a bird. Dude, fucking hat. Bird. They had a good for a bird. Yeah, I mean, come on. No, thank you.
In the old world, everything made sense.
No, you didn't build that in 1885, you fucking liar. It's a fucking joke. You did not build that. You didn't build that. When he says he didn't build that, no joke. These fucking retards did not build it. Okay, remove it, please. Yeah, electrified. Thanks, Steven. And Melted Seraph. Yeah, electrified, folks. Let me see if I can. Whoops. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. God damn it. Yep. I left out an R. The building's got electrified. Yep, you got it. Dude, you got it, Steven. How far did it? All right, it's paid now. I'm gonna bail while I can. Try to see you guys tomorrow. Try to watch the rest of that fucking video by TrueStream Media about the hypnosis over the television, hypnosis via television. You must watch the rest of it. Go also watch the other one they made called "This Is a Housing Crisis." Another banger by those two. Those two killed it with those two videos. They killed it, no doubt. As far as those two videos are concerned, they did kill it. So you have to give credit where credit's due. Yeah, I mean, phew. You know what? Hold on. I wonder if I can. Hold on. Yeah, the building got electrified. This thing's gonna phone me. I don't know the exact time. It's hit or miss right now until I get the better internet connection. I apologize about that for now. I know. Either 12, 1, or 2. Between 12 and 2 is when I want to try to start. Just between 12 and 2 at this point right now. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's the starting times. We'll narrow that. We'll narrow it soon enough. It'll be good soon enough. Hi, Brazil. Mikhail. Hi. Yep. All right. So come back tomorrow between 12 and 2, I guess. Sorry about that time. We'll get it. Hang in there. In the meantime, rewatch the documentary in the links below. And in the link below is the Truth Music playlist. Go down, take those videos, watch them, spread them, make your own videos with the music. Do it. Go. Please like, share, and subscribe. Much love. I love you all.